Well, guys, this is pretty awkward and weird and unique and uncomfortable and just out of place. Usually I'm in my office or I'm in my backyard or I'm somewhere where I feel comfortable doing a video, and I'm sitting in the parking lot of a grocery store in my mom's car. And I feel out of place, if you know what I mean by that. But anyway, guys, what is up, guys? Hope all you guys are having a great weekend and a great St. Patrick's Day Eve, because tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. It's Sunday, but you know what? It's a great day for another episode of Main Event Baseball Land, and I don't have a baseball with me. So, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Main Event Baseball with Ryan. Of course, spring training. I will officially be in spring training in 2 days. We have a lot of great coverage we will be doing. I fly out on Tuesday morning down to Arizona, the Cactus League. So we will have footage from the Rockies complex, the D-backs complex, the Cubs complex, the White Sox complex, the Reds. I mean, we're going to go out and everywhere with it. All right. So if you have any questions about the spring training footage, feel free to leave it down below in the comment, and I can answer ASAP. But in this video, we are going to talk about the difference between a Japan baseball and a Major League Baseball, because as you guys know, there were 4 games where both of those baseballs were used. It was the Hanshin Tigers versus Chicago Cubs, and it was the Yomiuri/Tokyo Giants versus the LA Dodgers, and then it was the Cubs versus the Tokyo Giants, and the Hanshin Tigers versus the Dodgers. And in those games, exhibition games, both a MLB and a Japan baseball was used. When the Dodgers or the Cubs took the field, a MLB baseball was used. But either when the Dodgers or the Cubs in the exhibition game were at bat, a Japan baseball was used. And there is a little bit of a difference. Crazy enough, I know, there actually is a difference between a NPB Japan baseball and an MLB baseball. The size is really not the difference. But there is a few differences, and all that. An MLB baseball weighs 148.8 grams, and that's a Major League regular season baseball. A Japan baseball or a NPB baseball weighs 141.7 grams, which is a little different. And all that. In my mom's car, and sitting in the back, still feels odd and out of place. But, and then, the seams are really, really different. Actually, a NPB Japan baseball is a little smaller. It's a little more squishier, and the laces are seamed on a whole lot tighter. So when you all feel an MLB baseball, we've all felt that, the seams and all that. On a Japan or an NPB baseball, it's a completely different story, 1,000%. It's a little more squishier. The seams are really, really tight. So that's kind of the big difference. But here's another one. The circum on an MLB baseball is 23.5. And on a Japan, it's 22.9. And what really the circum is right below and on the outer part of the laces. That is really what the circum of the baseball is. And then MLB did not pre-track their baseballs. And what pre-track really means is like the distance, all that. I'm not talking about off the bat. I'm not talking about a home run distance. None of that. All right, but Japan baseballs, they do that, and I actually, I know a lot about baseball in Japan. I've had my own brother play pro ball over there, and he loved it. And the one thing he actually said is when you catch a foul ball or a home run ball, you are not allowed to keep it always. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you aren't allowed to keep it, but not all the time. And that was my own brother was a pitcher, and he never told me that. You would think he would know that, right? I mean, but all right, let's get back on track, Ryan. All right, so yeah, I mean, if you guys were wondering, like with the Dodgers versus Hanshin Tigers and the Dodgers versus the Tokyo and Yomiuri Giants, same with the Cubs and the Giants and the Cubs and the Hanshin Tigers, you didn't really see a high-scoring game. And again, it does come into play and into effect that two different baseballs were used at that point. So there you go. I mean, literally really another big difference is actually a Japan NPB baseball does not fly very well. MLB baseball flies better than an NPB baseball. And I mean, not a lot of people really pay attention to it, They kind of ignore that fact, but it is a fact. Japan slash NPB baseballs do not fly very well. They don't fly as good as MLB would, and the MLB baseballs. So make sure my mom's not coming. I mean, I got to tell you guys, I feel really out of place doing this video. I cannot tell you the amount of out of place I feel right now. I mean, it kind of just doesn't feel right to be sitting in a passenger seat of a car and doing a baseball YouTube video. But I guess you got to do what you got to do to stay on time and be on time, right? So, all right, let's get back to it. Yeah, I mean, NPB and Japan baseballs, of course, they do not fly as much or as good. And I mean, really, guys, if you saw that as a big difference, the balls fly more off the bat when it's an MLB baseball and all of that. So, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys watched those exhibition games, but that was really the biggest difference and all that. So, yeah, I mean, is that my mom? No, it's not my mom. Okay, I literally thought that was my mom. All right, don't get me wrong, I still love my mom, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, the baseballs don't always fly very well in Japan, and again, that's mainly because of what kind of baseball they use. But oh my god, I mean, guys, let me. Okay, I don't want to hold my phone. Okay, there we go. So yeah, guys, NPB baseballs don't really fly as well, but they, when you hit an MLB baseball, it flies way better and all that. So, well, guys, yeah, I mean, we are on the eve of St. Patty's Day, so nothing important, but literally happy St. Patty's Day Eve. But again, on my spring training, I fly out on Tuesday. I'll get in Arizona that night, and all that. All the coverage on the channel begins Wednesday, but we will talk more about it. And all that. And speaking of Tuesday, that is also MLB opening day for the Dodgers and the Cubs. They will take on each other in a 2-game series in Tokyo, in the Tokyo Dome. That will all begin on Tuesday. But as for my YouTube coverage, Like I said, right from the get-go and at the beginning, if there's anything you guys have a question about, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. But yeah, we are getting close to not just the opening day between the Dodgers and the Cubs in the Tokyo Dome, but we are literally very, very close from having spring training coverage on the channel. And I'm glad. I'm really excited to be down there, and I'm really excited that you guys get to have the experience with me. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of good times. And I'm, like I said, right from the get-go, I am happy that you guys get to come with me. Literally it just feels so odd that I am in a parking lot of a grocery store and doing a YouTube video. I mean, it just is so odd. But yeah, so but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I just did all of everything I had to cover in the I mean, literally, guys, I don't know how to say it. It just feels out of place and odd and all that. But I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do, right? So, all right, guys. Again, if you like the video, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And all that, guys. I mean, I'm ready. I am ready to get to spring training, get into baseball, have footage for you guys to see. It'll be a whole lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it as well. Yeah. The only thing I got to say is cheers. Have a great rest of your Sunday and your St. Patrick's Day Eve. And I will see you all right back here in the next episode.